I just completed week 2 of my WDI with General Assembly. I'm going to go over the topics that we covered in class as well as the progress I've been making. Some of the topics we covered were constructors and prototypes, prototype inheritance and jQuery. Went over iterators and node, as well as object-oriented programming. Thursday and Friday were just review days, as well as we went over our Project 1, which is a tic-tac-toe game. So you can see the rate at which we go is very, very quickly. The project has been pretty difficult because we have to integrate jQuery as well as object-oriented programming. So tic-tac-toe is pretty simple, but then once you have to do it for the first time, actually making it is rather difficult. So I've been doing that all weekend. But progress has been pretty crazy because every day is really difficult and you feel like you're not really learning that much, but you actually learn way more than you realize because you're learning a new topic and new material every day. The homework's really difficult every single night. However, you're always doing homework that adds on to what you previously know. So if you put in the work and you keep doing what you're told to do, then you will grow very quickly. The class has definitely picked up in pace this week. Week 1 was a lot of fundamentals. This week is taking what you know in the fundamentals and then adding on to it and diving really deep into JavaScript. But with this week, we've now covered all of JavaScript, all the syntax, all that good stuff. I'm not too sure what we'll go into next week, but we're pretty much done with the front end, and then we'll move on from there. So this project, the tic-tac-toe board, is kind of a accumulation of all that we've learned, which has been really nice to see, but it is aggravating when you aren't able to fully complete it. So I'll go into GA tomorrow. There's TAs that are there on the weekends, and I'll hopefully complete it. But my CSS looks great. I have all the HTML down. Then I just have a little bit of couple points in like logic, I guess as you call it, to get down before I am able to complete the game. But it looks good, and I'm really proud of it. We have 3 projects that we will complete throughout the course, and this is the first one. So this is actually pretty important because we will have it for our days with potential employers when we graduate. So this is kind of a work and a piece of work that we have that we can show off on how good we are at coding. So very important. On Friday we met our outcomes team, or 2 of the members of the outcomes team. We met the 3rd last Friday, but the lady we met on Friday, which was yesterday, she went over all that's expected of us and what's going to happen after the class in order to get hired. It was really cool to see that we have a full team dedicated just to getting hired, and she's also very positive and very, very optimistic that we'll all land jobs right afterwards. So I'm really excited to be working with her. We have a mandatory 2 sessions with her to kind of touch base and get everything set up for our personal needs. Since everyone is different, everyone in the class kind of has a different need after class, whether that be on the entrepreneurial route, the job route, the startup route, etc., etc. So she wants to get an idea of who we are and what we're looking for to help tailor our needs, so that when that day comes that we're done with the class, we're well prepared for a job. We have a few different events that will take place. I think there's one set up already, which is the reverse job fair, which is basically we provide our projects, which including Project 1, for potential employers. They can see us and they'll be hiring. They only come to hire. So it'll be reverse job fair. That's why it's called that, because they will be looking to hire and they'll be grabbing the best of us. So I'm really excited for that. But I think there's also going to be some other events that will be hosted, or events that we'll be able to attend that are job fairs, and I'm really excited.